Today is Earth Day. If you forgot, that's okay. I nearly did too. It could be one of those annual observances that gets buried by all the headlines, calendars, and the pace of ordinary life. Yet perhaps this year, more than many years, a moment to pause and remember the gift of creation might be exactly what we need. After all, this is where the story begins. In the beginning. In the beginning, let there be light, let there be sky, let there be land and sea. Let there be plants and creatures of every kind, let there be humanity. And God saw it all, not merely as satisfactory, not merely as useful, but as very good. How often we forget that. We live in a world that trains us to notice what is broken, what is missing, what is urgent. Earth Day invites us to notice again what is good, the air we breathe, the water that sustains us, the soil that grows food, the beauty of trees, birdsong, sunlight, and rain, the sheer wonder that there is anything at all, and our responsibility to tend to it. I'm reminded of the old film Shenandoah, starring Jimmy Stewart. There's a scene in which the family is at the table ready to eat, and his daughter reminds him to say grace, and he bows his head and offers a prayer that is half sincere, half stubborn. He recounts all the family's hard work, the plowing, planting, hauling water, harvesting, and then says, in effect, "We're not quite sure what part you played in this, Lord, but whatever it was, we thank you." It rings true. We work hard, we strive, we plan, we build, and we should take honest satisfaction in labor well done. But Earth Day reminds us not to confuse our effort with ultimate ownership. There's a difference between what we achieve and what we receive. Once upon a time, a group of scientists got together and decided that humanity had come a long way and no longer needed God. So they picked one scientist named Adam to go and tell God of their decision. Adam walked up to God and said, "God, we've decided that we no longer need you. We are to the point that we can clone people. We can do many miraculous things. We appreciate all that you've done for us, but from now on, we think that we can handle it." God listened very patiently and said, "Well, Adam, how about we have a man-making contest?" To which Adam pridefully replied, "Okay, great idea." God said, "Now we're going to do this just like I did it back in the old days." So the scientists set up their laboratory in a field, and God met them there. And God went first, reached down, picked up some dirt, breathed into it. Boom, there was a man. The scientists then took their turn. One of them bent down and grabbed some dirt to place into a test tube. And God stopped them and said, "No, go get your own dirt." None of us made the soil. None of us invented sunlight. None of us designed the miracle of seeds. None of us created the oceans, forests, rivers, with the very breath in our lungs. These are gifts. And when I think of these gifts, I also remember Dr. Jim McClintock, who spoke at our diocesan convention. And he told us about a small marine organism that he studies in the waters of Antarctica called Synoicum adoranum, a sea squirt. It cannot run or hide, so it protects itself chemically. And researchers have studied compounds from its possible and from it have seen possible anti-cancer properties. I mean, imagine that, a tiny creature hidden in the cold waters at the far end of the earth may actually hold insights that could heal. Creation still has mysteries to teach us. On this Sunday in our diocese, there are two events that celebrate the gift of creation. On Sunday afternoon, there is worship in the woods, a time of liturgy and fellowship at the 2,200-acre tree farm that Salem and Diane Saloom steward and love. And their stewardship of creation is a remarkable and inspiring witness to us. And two, there's Beckwith Sunday. It was first established to be near Earth Day in order to do more than celebrate our beloved camp. It was also meant to remind us of our deep connection to creation and of our calling to be faithful stewards of the gift that God has entrusted to us. That calling is beautifully visible at Beckwith. It is located beside Weeks Bay, a remarkable estuary and protected reserve of more than 9,300 acres of marshes, forests, wetlands, and waters that nourish countless forms of life and bless our region. We're not separate from such places. We belong to them, and they to us. So here's my invitation on this Earth Day. Practice your gratitude by stepping outside and paying attention. Dig your hands in the dirt. Take a walk in the woods. Sit quietly near water. Read the creation stories in Genesis. Plant something. Pick up litter. Reduce waste. Join us this Sunday for Beckwith Sunday or Worship in the Woods. Support a local conservation effort. Offer thanks before your next meal. Perhaps most of all, recover the gift of wonder. Because to care for creation begins not with guilt, but with gratitude, not with fear, but with love. The world still speaks of God's goodness. May we have ears to hear and hearts to receive it. God bless you.